What's up, y'all? Good morning. Early on a Friday. Hell yeah. Let's get going, man. Let's get going. Welcome into the show. Wow. What is it? 5:57 on a Friday morning. Welcome into Sports with Balls. I'm your host, Jeff Michael, and buckle up. Diving headfirst in a whirlwind of moves, drama, and gridiron fireworks like you won't believe. Blockbuster deals and baseball trades shaking up pennant race. NFL star wideout sending shockwaves with a trade demand. Top-tier guest from Athletic 100 joining us today. Cannot wait for that. Today's show has it all. Clear your coffee mug, settle in. Let's hit the fast forward button. Headlines you need to know because this ride is about to get wild. Man. Before we get into all of that sports, let's go into national holidays today. It is August the freaking 1st. This holiday season, that's wild. It is National Girlfriend Day. Yeah, shout out. Yes, I know. National Girlfriend Day. Ashley, what's up, girl? National Wellness Month. Spider-Man Day, hence the Spider-Man shirt. What is it? Brom Pie Day. Colorado Day. Big fan of Colorado. Let's see. Emancipation Day. Homemade pies. Won't be doing any of that. International Child Free Day. You know, technically, I think my son is going to his grandparents today, so might be child free today. And my daughter's off at camp, so there you go. What else we got here? Minority Donor Awareness Day. Planner Day. Promise to Care Day. Water Balloon Day. That's a blast. Play Ball Day. Dude, get some water balloons. Take your kids out to play ball. That sounds like a freaking blast today. Woman Astronomers Day. World Lung Cancer Day. And World Wide Web Day. There's a few more because it's August 1st. But that's what we'll do for the national holidays today. Today's show also brought to you by Christian's Tailgate Bar and Grill. Go to christianstailgate.com. Find one near you. Place is phenomenal. Incredible. What is it? Like 25 TVs in every location. Plus, I mean, it's just phenomenal. They get award-winning hamburgers every year. Their food is awesome. Place is just a great venue to go watch sports. Also, my buddy Chris over at CNEPristinePool.net. Go to CNE Pristine or pristinepool.net, 713-818-4868. If you want to plaster resurface, you want to redo your backyard, you want to do whatever you got to do, man, CNE Pristine Pool has got you covered. Want to move? Getting ready to move? Ordonez Movers, guys. 713-373-1659. 713-373-1659. Ordonez Movers is where you need to be. I use them. They're amazing. Very, very fast and makes things very, very easy and affordable. Let's get into some sports, guys. Yesterday, of course, was the trade deadline for Major League Baseball, and did it show out? It was awesome. Now, there wasn't the big blockbuster. I mean, I know I'd mentioned Paul Skeens going to the Astros, but the Astros did get a big name. We'll get into that in a second. But it ended at 6 p.m. yesterday with a flurry of impact deals. And this happens every year. I remember the Astros in 2017 got Verlander right. I mean, 2 minutes before the deadline was up. So Padres, we'll go through some major moves real quick. Padres grabbed Mason Miller and J.P. Sears from the A's, giving up a package including top prospect Leo DeVerns. So the Padres added like 5 people. The Astros surprised many by bringing back old CC, Carlos Correa from the Twins. Hence why I'm wearing this Astros hat today, man. Absorbing most of his salary. The infield for the Houston Astros is going to be ridiculous. You cannot hit that ball to the left side. With Pena and Correa on the left side of that infield, good luck. And we all know that Carlos Correa in the playoffs is a monster. So the Astros made a huge deal because they had to keep up with the Seattle Mariners, who landed the biggest deal, I think, of the of the trade deadline, Eugenio Suarez from Arizona. Huge power. They've got a guy now with 37 home runs in Suarez, and Kyle Rowley just hit his 42nd home run last night. Damn. That is some power. That's unbelievable. The Mariners landed Suarez alongside Kyle Rowley. That is, dude, the Astros, I want to see the Astros-Mariners playoffs now. I do. That would be a lot of fun. Now the Astros pitchers do need to get a little healthy in order to deal with that, but we'll see what happens with that. Yordan Alvarez also coming back for the Astros, by the way, supposedly mid-August. Blue Jays acquired former Cy Young winger Shane Bieber from Cleveland. Blue Jays atop the AL over there above the Yankees, so they added a great arm. Blue Jays, they can make some noise. They're a really good team. Mets overhaul their bullpen, adding David Bernard, Camilo Duvall, Tyler Rogers. Mets also brought in closer Ryan Helsley, from the Cardinals, and a separate transaction to further boost their bullpen. They got a lot of arms. Red Sox made 2 targeted pitching additions. Steven Matz from the Cardinals and Dustin May from the Dodgers. That's right. Dustin May went to the Red Sox. The Astros will kick off a series with the Red Sox today, which is going to be phenomenal. Tigers added Paul Sewald, Rafael Montero to stabilize their bullpen. Yankees aggressively strengthened their bullpen. Dude, the pitchers yesterday was like, hold on to your suitcases. Duvall and Bird and utility outfielder Jose Calabrero. Rockies focused on future building, trading Ryan McMahon, Tyler Kinley, Jake Bird for top prospects. The Rockies, I told y'all this the other day. Get ready for the Rockies in about 2 years. These boys can hit the ball. They're fun. I had to get me a sip of this stuff, man. I need that in the morning. Plenty of top-tier players. Steven Kwan, Sandy Alcantara, Luis Robert Jr. We're still out there at the window. Teams like the Guardians had complications with their closer, Emmanuel Clace, amid that gambling investigation affecting the trade strategies. Overall, the deadline brought fewer star-level shocks in the past years, but delivered high-impact roster rearrangements and contenders sharpened for postseason pushes, man. So, fired up about the MLB. And everybody should be. I told y'all this, and I tell it all the time. Major League Baseball is in a great place, man. Major League Baseball is in a good spot. There are stars everywhere. It's absolutely phenomenal what the MLB is doing. Right now, though, guys, we do have a guest I want to bring in here. He has a show on YouTube, all social media outlets called Athletic 100. He is the writer, the producer, the owner, the president, the CFO. Want to bring in Dustin the show. What's up, my man D? How are you?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. No problem at all. Let's check you out. What up, D?
What's up, dude?
Looking good this morning, man. Sorry it's so early, but we got to get it going. Listen, I wanted to ask you on this show, how did you come up with this idea? I know you're an ex-fighter, right? So I wanted to find out, like, what was your idea? Like, when did you just pop this thing? And the show is about it. It's almost like CrossFit-ish, right? Like, I mean, kind of a CrossFit deal. So, what's the idea and how'd you come up with this?
Sure. Man, I've always been a competitor, and I was doing Spartans and mud dashes and stuff, just enjoying it. And I was standing at the starting line of a Spartan, and this was like 2 years ago in the elite. And there was a girl standing next to me that was like 5 foot tall, like 160 pounds. And I'm looking around, and it's all athletes. And I remember looking down and I was like, you have no chance at winning this, which is fine. If you want to go out and run the mud dashes and the Spartans, but at the elite level, she's just taking up the spot of somebody who's there. And because I was sponsored when I was racing, there's a lot of professional athletes there that are also competing, and sponsored, and trying to earn a living doing it, and I thought, you know what, I want something that's not to go get a medal or to hang something on the wall, or something you can just pay to enter and run one of the obstacle courses or something. I wanted something that was to failure. to find
Yeah.
out who the absolute best athlete was. And so I designed this competition with everything to failure, and to find out who the best pound for pound athlete is.
Very nice, man. Nice. Do you remember how that girl did?
I was finished 27 minutes before she finished. I have
Yeah.
no idea where she ended. And that wasn't a problem. I get it. Like people want to compete, they want to do that, and that there's plenty of great platforms for that. Mine isn't. When you come in, like we are going to put you to the absolute test. Like we will find out, and so it doesn't matter if you're big, small, and that's the thing. Like there was some massive guys, 6'7",
Yeah.
Kendrick, and then there's some tiny guys. We had a bunch of females compete also, and they did fantastic, because this is the best athlete, not the strongest or the fastest. It's the best all around athlete. The number one athlete is what we're looking for, and so we designed the challenges, to find out who the best athlete is. And you're right, a lot of CrossFitters did exceptionally well in it. But we had athletes from everything. We had professional baseball players, basketball players, soccer, tennis, you name it, football. We had a little bit of everything. We had some people from American Ninja Warrior compete. We had a barrage of all athletes. We were looking for the number one athlete.
Yeah, and you said American Ninja Warrior, and we were watching that last night with my son, and we were like, man, comparing it a little bit to Athletic 100, right? So it's sort of like CrossFit slash American Ninja Warrior slash your brain and whatever you're throwing into this competition and everything. So guys, where can people find this this Athletic 100?
Sure, it's straight to YouTube. Athletic 100 show is what it's actually under, but if you search Athletic 100, it pops up right away. We're the number one search on YouTube, so you can go there. Sunday is actually the finale, so you'll find out who the winner is, and you can watch the whole season on YouTube.
So can anybody just enter this? How do they enter this? I know you're going to do another season. I don't want to throw out when are we doing season 2 or anything like that, but like how do you enter this?
Sure. So we had 3 different auditions last season. We're actually going to bring back some of the competitors from this season and bring on a bunch of new ones. We'll start almost right away. Like I said, the finale is this Sunday, August 3rd at 6 p.m. The whole season will be released by then. And we'll start right away.
You're gonna do it like baseball season or football? Like, can you have, because some of the stuff is outdoors. I saw some of the stuff that you're doing. I mean, the elements, right? So if you do one during the winter, you do one during the summer. You talk about different elements that bring into play with athletes. If you're doing one right after, how long is the taping? Like, how long does it take you to get the whole season done?
Sure. The last one took us about 3 weeks of total shooting time. The competition goes relatively quickly. It's more of the auditioning and preparing to get to that point. But once we've got the cast and we start shooting the competition itself, it only took us about 3 weeks. And we won't do anything in inclement weather. Because it has to be fair. The integrity of each one of the exercises has to be fair for all the competitors, so because we're putting them to failure, we don't want one person running in mud, one person running in dry dirt. And so, yeah, it would be fun to add in some of the elements and make it a little bit more difficult, but just to preserve the integrity of the exercises and the challenges, it's got to be a fair playing field for both competitors, or all competitors, in any one exercise.
Definitely. On to another subject. I know you're a native Houstonian. Do you like the fact that they got Carlos Correa back to the Astros?
I've got mixed feelings on that. I know the math makes sense, but it was kind of rocky going out. It wasn't a great situation. So, I mean, do we want him back? Does the team want him back? Or is this a financial situation? Because I know we had to pay, to get rid of him, or the deal. So does it just make money sense? Bringing back, we're going to have to pay part of his salary anyway. Bringing him back, does it make sense to
I think they absorbed a lot of his salary on this one. And the Astros aren't, the Astros traditionally are not a team that pays big contracts, right? We know that. We've gotten rid of a lot of players. A lot of people were screaming, if you're bringing Correa back, get Springer back, right? But the Blue Jays are doing very well, so we're not going to do that. Football season's coming up. I know you've got a great fantasy football league you're in.
Yeah.
If you're number one, if you have number one pick, have you done any research on fantasy football? Who you're taking?
Gibbs.
Wow.
Right.
And you know,
Right
I've
away.
heard that. I've heard he's phenomenal or should be phenomenal this year. There's a lot of people saying Jamar Chase. There's a lot of people saying some other players. But back to Athletic 100 real quick. You've got the finale coming up this Sunday, correct? Where can we watch the finale of Athletic 100?
Sure. YouTube, Athletic 100.
Go to social media sites too, right? Like you're all over Facebook.
Yep. All of our socials, same: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. It's all Athletic 100. But the YouTube channel is YouTube Athletic 100 Show. But like I said, if you just type it in, it'll pop up right away.
How many guys are? Is it guys and girls? This is guys and girls.
That's correct. Yep.
All right. How many people are in the final?
Just two. Just two. We go all the way down to two. And it's man on man. I don't want to give up too much until you actually see it.
Can you gamble on this? Wait a minute.
We had some questions of that. If draft.
Did you really?
Yeah. One of the other shows I did, they were like, "Man, can we get?" Or no, it's just some comments. Can we bet on this?
You made it big when Vegas puts lines on you. Like if they so you should be good if all of a sudden we can bet on the Athletic 100, man. Look, I know you got a busy morning, Dustin. I just wanted to get you in here and say hello. And dude, listen, congratulations on the show. Absolutely everything you're doing is phenomenal. We'll be tuning in to the Athletic 100, man. And let's do this again soon. Good luck to the competitors out there, man. And have fun.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, man. And y'all go check out the show. The finale is this Sunday. YouTube, Athletic 100. Thanks again, Jeff.
Boom. You got it, brother. Man, Dustin Jones with the Athletic 100. Great talk with him, man. I'm stoked about that. I mean, season one, right? Like, it's just season one. Remember season one of anything, right? Like, if you're going on to the Survivor, if you're going on to any show, like, it's just, man, it's wishy-washy. It's hairy. You're like, oh, what's going to happen? But now, look, this guy's going to go on and do season 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, right, man? I'm stoked for him. And look, here it is, the Athletic 100. I'll put it up there. It's on the top of the screen. Go check it out on YouTube. Just type in the Athletic 100, any social media sites, and it'll take you right there. Dustin Jones being the owner of that. Thanks again, Dustin, man. Appreciate that. All right, guys, more happenings today. Well, I'm sorry, not today, but last night in the NFL, man. We had a football game. That's right. We had a damn football game on television last night, dude. It was phenomenal. The Chargers won 34-17, which, by the way, Trey Lance going 13 for 20, 120 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dude looked good. His first touchdown pass in the end zone looked fantastic. The tone was set from the opening kickoff. By the way, there's kickoff rule changes. I did not know that. I'm a sports show host, and I didn't know we had kickoff changes. No idea. But from now on, until the middle of February, there is football on every single Thursday night. And we have, dude, I mean, it's on. Preseason has begun. Next Thursday, we have 3 games. Next Friday, 3 games. Next Saturday, 8 games. Sunday, 2 games. Dude, football is on TV. I'm excited. Kevin in the show. Go Cowboys. Listen here, Kevin. I want to know your prediction for the Cowboys. Micah Parsons drama, Jerry Jones drama. Go to Sports with Balls on all your social media outlets. Thank you, Kevin, for tuning in. As always, man, he is a regular on the show. Much, much appreciated. But, yeah, dude, NFL, phenomenal. We did have some NFL news last night, man, or yesterday afternoon. Terry McLaurin for the Commanders has formally requested a trade amid stalled extension talks. This is weird. He reported to training camp, but refrained from practicing, frustrated by the lack of progress on his contract. that he viewed as significantly undervaluing him given his 2024 production, which was 82 catches, phenomenal, over 1,000 yards, phenomenal, 13 TDs, phenomenal. Adam Peters, the GM, wants to keep him. There's no guaranteed Washington grants that request, especially given the steep return any team would offer. But there's a lot of times these guys do what do you call it? Hold-ins, which this is. It's not a holdout, it's a hold-in, which they're holding out on a contract, but they're in training camp. So, but dude, I mean, listen, that guy was going to be wanted anywhere. But if I'm Jaden Daniels, I'm pissed. This is one of the hottest teams in the NFL right now. With one of the hottest QBs. If I'm Jaden Daniels, I'm absolutely livid that they haven't paid Terry McLaurin. You can't tell me Washington's not making money. That's just crazy. I believe he'll stay there. I believe Jaden will have a conversation with him. If not, he's going to look. Just stay. I don't. Dude, he would look good in Houston. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not even the massive Texans fan, but man, that guy would look phenomenal in the red, white, and blue in Houston with CJ Stroud. I just don't want him to leave the Commanders because of the everything that Jaden Daniels has got going there. Now, look, winning cures all, right? So if he goes somewhere and Jaden Daniels continues to win, my goodness. But he is a huge piece of that puzzle. Losing him would definitely damper the spirits of the Washington Commanders fans and Jaden Daniels. That would be oof. I got to think that Jaden's talking to the front office, or at least his people are. You don't want to lose your top receiver. Nobody does. That hurts. And Terry McLaurin's Hall of Famer. He keeps his production up. He's a Hall of Famer, and he's got one of the best QBs in the league. That's one of the best rosters. One of the most exciting teams to watch right now is the Washington Commanders, and that sounds awkward to say. Speaking of them, we just brought up the Cowboys. Kevin says the Cowboys go 10-7 record. This is coming from a Cowboy fan. He says 10-7 and a first round exit. Man, if that's the case, oh my God, wow. I wouldn't even know what to do. I mean, do you bet on the Cowboys? Is there a bet right now that you can place in Vegas for the Cowboys to be a first round exit? What are the odds on that? Somebody look that up. Can you bet on the Cowboys to be first round exit of the playoffs? Dak Prescott says he's in the best shape. Just yada, yada, on and on and on and on. It's just Cowboys are at it again. What else do we got in the NFL? Is there any other news? The Hall of Fame game, obviously, last night was fantastic to watch. It was good to see all the interviews, man. They did good job with the opening ceremonies. We went over McLaurin. We've already talked about the New York City shooting, guys. I'm not going to dive into that anymore. Go watch Wednesday's show if you want to do that. What else? Is there anything else? Dustin Jones, who was the the CEO and the host of the Athletic 100, told us he would take Jamar Gibbs, man, as the number one pick in fantasy football. Woo! I'm not going to do running backs today. I'm going to wait till Monday to do running backs for fantasy football. All right, not going to do it. But let's get back to baseball because I do want to get to the parlay of the day before we get off here. Last night, the Yankees, yesterday afternoon, there's only 3 games. Yankees beat the Rays 7-4. The Reds and Braves game, both teams scored 8 runs in the 8th inning. That was unbelievable. That was wild. And it went into extras. Braves ended up winning 12-11. Mariners beat the Rangers 6-0. Now we move on to Friday. Today, Braves at the Reds again. Man, that is early. 11:40 a.m. Woo. Let's see. Who's pitching? Elder for the Braves. Singer for the Reds. Cincinnati's favored in that. I'm going to put Cincinnati up here. The way they lost yesterday was brutal. Cubs and Orioles. Man, Rogers is Rogers for the Orioles is 4-1 with a 1.49 ERA. I'm not touching that game. Tigers and Phillies, two good teams going at it. Flattery and Suarez, I'm leaving that one alone. Brewers take on the Nationals. Quintana is on the bump. Yeah, I like the Brewers. Give me the Brew Crew. By the way, guys, I'm about to start up a gambling show. This is the first time I'm mentioning it, and I am going to, I'll give you more details next week. Let me get into a lot of it. I've got everything going, and it should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. Kevin joining in says, speaking of the football thing, Kevin, Gibbs would not be a bad number one pick. Possibility of having a season in the mirrors. LT season. Sorry, I can't read that very well. It's my computer. It's not you. But we'll see. We'll see about that. Let's get back to baseball. Royals and Blue Jays. Watches on the mound and Guzman. I'm not touching that. The Houston Astros are in Boston with Hunter Brown on the bump. I don't know who the Red Sox are throwing out there, but the Astros. Look, guys, I said this. Carlos Correa coming back. I talked about this earlier on the show with Dustin. It's this leadership that's coming in. Carlos Correa was a leader in the clubhouse for the Astros. And it's not like Altuve's not. They just haven't had that guy that steps up. Dude, Correa is a voice. The Astros just had a great pickup. Getting Carlos Correa back home is phenomenal. I love the Astros in Boston tonight. I don't know if I'm going to bet it. Well, you know what? I'm throwing that in. I'm throwing the Astros in there with Carlos Correa back. This should be phenomenal. That infield is good. Dude, Correa has a cannon. And Jeremy Pena comes back tonight as well. You get Alvarez back. You've got Pena, Alvarez, Altuve, Correa. I mean, dude, the lineup and Hunter Brown, if he gets back to where he was throwing good. He's had a few hiccups. But, man, you get Fromber throwing, Hunter Brown throwing, and you've got that lineup. You got a chance. You got a chance to win a World Series right there. I truly believe that. I know Seattle picked up Suarez, but the Astros have a chance, man. A good one. A good chance. Go deep in the playoffs. It'll be fun. I'm here in Houston. I love the Astros, so can't wait to go to the games. Twins and Guardians, not getting into that one. Yankees at the Marlins. Dude, junk for the Marlins pitching, so I'm not touching that. He's good. Ray versus Peterson, then Giants-Mets game. Dude, there's pitching matchups across the board today. Kershaw versus Baez or Baz. Like, dude, man. Oh, and then, the Pittsburgh Pirates at the Colorado Rockies. That's fun. Just go the over on that. Whatever the over is. I'm actually putting that down. The over on that game. Jeez. I don't even know what it is. You know what? Let me check this out. What's the over? I'm going to say 11. Let's check it out. Come on, computer. I'm going to say 11. It is 11.5. Yep. That still may go the over. Still may go the over. What else we got? Angels at home versus the White Sox. Anderson's on the bump. Padres versus the Cardinals. Cardinals actually have not a good record at all the way. I like the Padres in that. Nick Pivetta on the bump. I might not do the -1.5, but I do like the Padres. Athletics at home versus the Diamondbacks. The Athletics and the Rockies are really good young teams, man. And then the Rangers and Mariners go back at it. Leiter versus Gilbert. That's a fun game tonight. That's a late game though. All right, I got Brewers, Astros, and Padres in the over on the Rockies game. That is your parlay of the day. Milwaukee Brewers, Houston Astros, the San Diego Padres, and the over on the Rockies game. Guys, I want to thank a couple of people, including Dustin Jones from the Athletic 100 coming in. Go check out the final episode tonight. Sunday night, the Athletic 100. Top 2 athletes go at it. After narrowing it down, Dustin was on the show earlier. If you missed anything, go back to the podcast version. It'll be up next. Right after this, it'll be all over Apple and Spotify and whatever else. But get to the Athletic 100. Go sign up. Go subscribe on YouTube. And the final episode is on Sunday. Ordonez Movers, 713-373-1659. Fast and safe, man. Great moving. West Butler CCS Incorporated, Fire, Water, Mold, Roofing, 713-330-9472. That is Butler CCS at 713-330-9472. Mold, water, fire, roofing, you name it. He's got it. All right, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for me today. It's been a great show. I want to thank the guys that commented. If you missed anything, go to the podcast. Thank you, Dustin Jones and Athletic 100. I'm Jeff Michael. This is Sports with Balls. I'm out of here.